And before is I can't see uh, the comments. So like I can see people joining in it.
I guess.
Or I can just get started. Or I guess we could share it.
Yeah, we'll just.
One person.
Whatever you want to do.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike here at Imperial Tropicals. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes, see if we get a couple more people in here. Maybe like a minute or two. Who's live with us right now? I see one person. Oh, there we go. We're getting some people. So, what is going on, everybody? It's Mike here at Imperial Tropicals. Uh, so today, I just kind of want to walk you guys through the process of kind of how we do our Fun Friday giveaway, like how we pick the fish, how we film the video, also just kind of like showing you what we do with the fish after the after the filming of the giveaway video. But in the meantime, before we prepare, we're just gonna sit here and talk a little bit about making sure you check out our Instagram, guys. We're starting to try to put out some more videos on there lately. Unfortunately, when we live stream, we can't go live with Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all at the same time. So typically, we do Facebook and we do um, YouTube every Friday, right? But so we're trying to get in some more videos on Instagram Live. So today we just had a video of one of our show tanks. It's not really going to take place Fun Friday, but it's going to be kind of just so you guys can see a little bit more. It might not be as interactive at first. It might just be a stationary camera of the of like a tank, or maybe it's live for like an hour and it gets moved between a couple tanks. That's kind of where it's at right now, but that might change. But um, yeah, so also we finally started shipping again this week. I want to talk about that a little bit. So shipping has been absolutely like we've been really far behind. It's been really tough with the cold weather and the delays in UPS just across the country. So it's been warming up around. It has been actually really cold, unseasonably cold here in Florida, unfortunately. So we were hitting in the low 20s this week and last weekend. So with that being said, we had to take a lot of measures to keep our fish warm, make it through this cold snap. But yeah, it's been a lot of challenges. We've learned a lot, and just trying to keep these fish warm and keep the wheel turning, get you guys your fish you ordered. So just want to say thank you to you guys for waiting and your patience, and also the communication between us and you guys has been pretty good. So if you guys have any questions about your order, when it's going to ship, or maybe when we're going to have some more fish available of certain species, feel free to email us at fish@imperialtropicals. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Now, on some of your questions about when will this fish be available again, that can be tough. So we are breeding and we're dealing with live fish. Sometimes they don't always act as expected, and also when you're dealing with this cold weather, we run into issues. So we'll give you. Sometimes it's going to seem very generic, but some of these things are pretty hard to predict. So with that being said, guys, how many people we have live right now?
Uh, 20, about 24 people.
So we got like about 24 of you guys. We're gonna give you behind the scenes of how we filmed this Fun Friday giveaway. Uh, I'm not gonna tell you what the fish is yet. You guys might be able to hear me as we're filming, uh, but I'm gonna show you when we're done filming the edited version. We're gonna stay live. I'm gonna bring you over here closer. We're gonna get a close look at the fish. I'm gonna show you what we do with those fish afterwards, and kind of just what we do to prepare the fish for whoever wins it. So Yeah, guys, we're gonna get this going. We're gonna do some filming. You guys can enjoy watching behind the scenes. You might see me mess up a few times. You know, you guys see me live every week, so I'm sure you see me mess up. But uh, we get to do a lot of edits here, so anything that I do mess up, you guys might get a laugh. You might get to see some tragic mistakes. We don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get mic'd up, guys, and you can see how this process goes. All right, so before we get started, guys, you see we have the cart here. You guys see this every video. We have the tank, we have the fish in there. They're lit. Sometimes we're outside for natural sunlight, but today we're inside. It is cold. It's not sunny out. So, yeah, here we go.
All right. So what I'm going to do, let's start here. Then I'm going to pull back. Bring that on the redness right there. Okay.
You guys get to see this live. So, wish me luck. So we have to wait, guys, until it's like quiet. Don't like slam doors for a party.
I'll be fine. So
And excuse me, guys, I am getting over the flu. Hey guys, Mike here with Imperial Tropicals and another Fun Friday giveaway. If you want a chance to win this Ivan Acaro Bimaculata pair, be sure to like, comment, and share this video on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Now you do have to be present during our live stream to win, so be sure to check us out live this Friday at 12:30. Good luck, and we'll see you there.
dang, you nailed it. Nailed it on the
Guys,
first day.
wow. Guys, that's actually really rare. Usually takes us 3 or 4 tries. Let me check with Jared, make sure he's good with it. He's gonna watch the video back just to see if there's anything he might need to redo, or if there's any audio issues. So, yeah. In the meantime, he's probably gonna check it out. And if he gives us the clear, I'm gonna show you guys what we have in the tank. I'm sure you've heard it. And if not, stay tuned because I am going to show you here in a minute and just show you what we do with these fish in the meantime. Sorry if I'm too close. I can't see, guys. I can't see you. I have the camera turned around, or the phone turned around. So, yeah. I'm going to see what you guys are saying in the comments real quick. Hey, what's up, Fish Fam? A few figs. Love the big show tanks. Yes. We can get a quick look at them, guys, if you want to. Adam says heat packs were still warm.
Got it, buddy.
All right, cool.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Jared. So yeah, guys, that's our.
You want to take this off? You're more than
Yeah, I'm gonna take the mic off too, but yeah, thanks to Jared. That's our videographer, guys. All right. So let's go check out the fish we're giving away. Did you guys? Before I go over there, could you guys hear me? Did you guys know what we're giving away this coming Friday? Let me know in the comments really quick. I'm gonna see if any of you guys heard before I get over to this tank. So I'm just curious on the audio. Let's see. Fishy Chick, did you hear what we were going to give away? Just curious before I get too close. And also, guys, I don't have the gimbal today. I'm just kind of rolling with it. We're just going to be just a couple minutes here. I'll give you guys a little bit closer look, see if you can tell. So, not getting too much feedback, guys, but let's see. These are a pair. No, Marcel, they are not. Uh, Domriner, first time visiting, recommended by Alex from Fishery. I live in Florida and wanted a localish place to buy from. Well, we could be your place. Now, we specialize in breeding our own fish here in Florida. We are in Lakeland, Florida. I'm not sure where you're at, but we are by appointment only currently. But you can also place orders online and pick them up. We'll send you an email and set up a pickup time. Fishy chick heard and she wants them. So this is a pair, and you guys can see the male from the female, the distinct differences here. The female has her tube out, her vent tube, and the male is a little bit bigger, a little bit more colored up. These are Ivanacara bimaculata. Now this is a pair. They haven't bred yet, so they're not proven, but this is for sure a male and female. So this is going to be this week's Fun Friday giveaway. Super, super nice fish. And let me turn you guys around really quick. If you guys want the chance to win this, watch for the video that Jared is going to be releasing in a little bit. It'll be out by the end of today, I'm sure, to where we, these two fish here, those are going to be the giveaway. So, and that's going to be the video. You guys saw the filming, and you see Jared now. He's back there. He's getting some close-up shots. Those are going to be the close-ups of the fish in the video. So there's no kind of camera tricks or anything that we're doing every week when we do these giveaways. So yeah, check that out. Let's turn you back around and watch the man work a little bit. You guys see he's getting different angles here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Jared? All right, so we've got some questions here. Marcella, yeah. One take wonder over here. It's not always that way. That was lucky. Adam, what was your question? Dwarf cichlid guy has a pair of them breeding. Awesome. Sorry, Adam, I didn't see your question. Eric, I need to buy 5 to 8 Madoka white lips when you have them available. Thank you and have a good day. So I'm not sure when we would have them. It depends on what size you want too. So typically the smaller Madokas, they're going to be available sooner. But kind of what I was getting to earlier, guys, with this cold weather, sometimes it's a little unpredictable on when we're going to get fry or when we're going to get fish out of our ponds, because it does affect our breeding pretty greatly, since a lot of the grow out space we do have is outdoors. And it was in the 20s this week in Florida. So let's see, guys. Try not to mess Jared up. But let's see if we can get some close-ups of these guys again too. Hello, Big Junior. Okay, so these are Ivanacara bimaculata, Big Junior. This is a pair. They haven't spawned yet, but they are a male and a female. You can see the female, she has her tube out, her ventral tube. You can see it in the glare. You see that bright red tube on the glare of the tank on the bottom? That's actually her vent tube that's out. That indicates that she is ready to spawn. Adam, do you actively breed every fish on your site, especially the ones in the sold out section? Not every fish, Adam. So some fish, just over the years, we may have lost the strain, or we stopped breeding them due to popularity. Maybe they're not so popular, they don't sell too well. There could be a lot of reasons. Some fish we may have never bred, and we actually just brought them in to sell them. and either maybe we can't source them again or they just didn't sell that well, so we don't bring them in again. So when you go to our website, you're going to see like 1,000 plus species of fish probably. We're not actively breeding that many, but we are breeding a lot. Pretty much every African cichlid you're going to see, we pretty much breed. We breed a lot of Central and South American cichlids as well, and a lot of our live bears we breed here. So, no, to answer your question, no, but we do breed a lot. All right, guys. So as Jared's getting some remaining footage, before we put those fish away, we are going to take a look at the show tanks up close. Big Junior, how big do they get and what size tank? So they're not that big. They're a dwarf cichlid, but they are pretty big for dwarf cichlids. I would say they get 3 to 4 inches, probably more around 3 inches. They get pretty big. They get pretty beefy. Like they're a big small fish. I don't know how to else explain that. They're relatively peaceful. They tend to be pretty shy. So you want to keep them in a quiet area typically. This is a fish that's going to hide if you have kids running around banging on the glass. So you're going to want a quiet area if these are going to be like a breeding project or something you want to see often. I have a pair at home in my tank, and the only time I see them is when it's time for them to eat. They come out and eat, and they immediately go back and hide in the aquascape. So, um, they are a nice centerpiece fish, but they're not gonna always act like a nice centerpiece fish, if you know what I mean. So, Terry, these are albino heckelei or albino threadfin acara. And these guys are absolutely beautiful. These catch everybody's eye every time they come in here. These are one of the first fish they see. A few figs. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's not something I ever thought of. That was Jared's idea, and I thought it was a really good idea. Look at that cactus pluggo. Look at him. Look how cool this fish's eye is. And then look at the spikes coming out of the gills, or next to the gills. Now, I believe this is a female. If we find the male, oh yeah, let's go look at the male. So look at the spikes on this guy, or this girl. Let's go look at the male and look at the difference. So that's on the fin. Look how these are longer. He's not breathing as much, so it's a little hard to see. But look at those. What a cool fish. You are welcome, Terry. Hello, Anatab. Um, Big Junior, they would do good in a 40-gallon breeder. Um, that would they would do perfectly fine. I know people who breed them in 10-gallon tanks and raise the fry with the parents in that 10-gallon tank. Now they're doing quite a bit of water changes, but 40-gallon breeders plenty big if this is the fish you're interested in. All right. It looks like, guys, I think, yeah, I don't see Jared. I think he's in there editing the video already. Let's get a close look at these fish one more time. And I'm going to show you how I put these back, or where I put them in the meantime for the week while we wait for the Fun Friday video and where we wait to ship them out. Adam, you're welcome. Thank you for joining and thank you for being a great customer. All right, so we are going to head and put these fish back. And I'm going to take you guys for a little ride with the fish. So, a lot of times, guys, we have dedicated tanks for our giveaway fish, but they are on the hard water rack. Now, these are a fish that we do keep in soft water. So, we are actually this week most likely keeping these in the same tanker that came from. But we're gonna use the sponge as kind of a partition and keep them behind the regular tank where we have some of these already housed. So let's see here. And then also, guys, somebody was asking about the albino threadfin acaras in the show tank. Here are some little baby ones. These are grow outs for breeders. Um, so here's kind of what they look like now. Great question. What was the long fish that was in the tube with the acaras? That was the Zebrina pike cichlid. Probably one of my favorite fish on the farm. They are a predatory fish. They're not, for how big they are, they're actually not that aggressive. But there is a pair in that tank. They haven't spawned yet, but they are showing spawning activity. All right, guys. See this tag right here? You guys are getting lucky. This week I pulled the Fun Friday giveaway fish out of a tank that we are saving for breeders. So you guys are getting some of our potential brood stock. And here they are. So these guys were going to be our breeders, but we're giving them away. So be sure this week, if you're interested in these, or if you're not interested in these and you want some store credit, to check out our video that will be out a little bit later today to to enter your chance to win. And if you guys have never entered before, just know you have 4 different places you can technically put a chance to win in. So if you put a comment on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, you're gonna get 4 chances to win this fish versus if you only commented on, say, Facebook, that's only gonna give you 1 chance. So if you're subscribed to any of those other social media platforms, make sure you are commenting on all of them. It gives you a greater chance to win. Now, I'm gonna have to try to set you guys up somehow. I don't have the gimbal with me, and I'm gonna catch these fish and I'm gonna put them back here. I'm gonna move the sponge a little bit, give them some more space, and this is where they're gonna stay until if the winner wants these fish until we ship them out to them. Scott, nice fish. I need to try to order soon. Yeah. No, Liam, these are something even better. These are Ivanacara bimaculata. And this is going to be this coming Fun Fridays giveaway is this pair here. All right, guys, give me a chance here. Yeah, thanks, Jared. All right, so Jared saved the day. He brought us a gimbal. So for the final thing we're going to do today is I'm going to set you up on the gimbal. I'm going to put these fish away. And answer any of your last minute questions. Oh, sorry. Hold on 1 second, guys. I have to get this gimbal right. I know it gets a little wacky. Okay. So I'm just going to catch these fish really quick and put them behind the sponge right here. So first I'm going to give them a little bit more space. So these sponges work really good for several applications, and one of them is keeping fish separate, which works out really nice for us. All right. Give them a little bit more floor space. And now I'm going to have to I don't always do this, guys, but I do it on the Fun Friday fish usually. I like to just catch them by hand. It seems to be a lot easier on the fish. Scott, do we use porous sponges? Yeah, these are pretty porous. I'll show you what they look like up close really quick. So after we catch these fish, put them away. So I'm just gonna catch these by hand and put them behind the sponge. I don't know how much you guys will be able to see of that, but the tank is right there. Back you guys up. All right, so we're right here. This is a learning experience, guys. All right, I'm gonna catch these guys, throw them behind the sponge. We'll get a closer look at them. But I was saying, I like to use my hand in this case, guys, just because the net, it's a really small tank, and they kind of get scratched up by the net, especially when they start freaking out. So I like to be as gentle as possible. Just like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then I'm going to put him behind the sponge right back to the tank where he actually originally came from, just behind the sponge, kind of separate from the community. So I know on Fun Friday that these are the fish that are being given away. Oop. And hopefully you guys can see this here. Get her back up here. This is the female. What's really crazy about this fish is the female's tubes are just like, once they're ready to spawn, those tubes are almost always out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but her vent, look at that bright red tube. They are almost like, they just always have that tube out, always ready to spawn. All right. So, let me turn you guys around. We'll look at them. We try to make this as least stressful as possible for the fish, because a stressed fish isn't a healthy fish. All right, so they're just back there right now. We are going to give them their space. Back there sitting on the bottom. Tomorrow they'll be acting normal. Yeah. So let's get a close look at those sponges. So this is another tank, but just so you can see how porous they are. And there you go. So what did you guys think of today's pop-up live stream, guys? It was a last minute thing that Jared just came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to do this kind of film behind the scenes?" What did you guys think of that? I thought it was actually pretty cool. And you guys, unfortunately for you, fortunately for me, today I was a one-take wonder. I didn't have any mess ups, so that was unfortunate for you guys. But pretty pleased. Maybe a 4-pack of what, Liam? Oh, you're asking about the brand. I don't know the brand of the sponges. I'm sorry. Scott, I'm not sure what brand of sponges these are, to be honest. I know these did come from Germany, so that's about as much as I know about them. That's something I'm going to, I'll look into you, because I'll look into that question for you more. There are a couple people who've been asking. Now, in the new breeding building, we have a different type of mat and filter sponge that we're using. It's a lot more dense and it's thinner and it's black. I like it because it's black. It looks really good. The fish's colors really pop. Also, we have the black backgrounds in those tanks too. So hopefully here in the future, we are going to have some really good video of some fish breeding in that room. Also, guys, we are working on another thing behind the scenes. We talked about it a little bit last Friday or the Friday before that when we had the Empire Gudgeons. They spawned, right? Now, with them, they need salt water. Now, if you Google it, they'll say some populations don't need salt water for the fry to survive. But it's been our experience with our breeders, we definitely need the salt water. So we have some fry in some brackish water, and holy cow, they have a lot of fry. And let me see really quick. I'm gonna pull up something on my phone really quick, guys, just to show you what the fry looked like today. So we're kind of trying to work on a video. Um, it gets difficult with time and stuff, guys, but we'll see if Jared's able to do this. But let me show you this video. So I recorded this today. These are 4-day-old Empire Gudgeon fry. Now this is at 40 times microscope zoom, and they're about 2 millimeters long. Now just give it a second. This is an unedited video I took on the microscope today. So if you guys joined us a couple Fridays ago on the live stream, you'll see that they didn't have any eyes or mouths yet. After 4 days, and in the salt water, you see now they have mouths and they have eyes. So, pretty sweet, guys. I get to do this every day for my job. I get to breed these fish. I get to study them and just make it happen. And then we get to supply them to you. So, we're in it, guys. We are doing everything we can to do this properly, and we're loving it. Anthony says our setup is amazing. Oh, Anthony, so I probably didn't see you come in, but glad you were able to come and look around a little bit. Let's see. Nick, I'm not sure. Nicholas, I'm not sure when we'll have super reds. That's something usually we have, but once again, with this cold and things, a lot of these fish, sometimes it's hard to keep the demand or the supply up for the demand. Oh, Liam, no, I cannot let any more of these Ivanakara bimaculata go. We should have some on the website. If not, they might be sold out. They're from a different tank. They're a little bit less mature. They're a little smaller. But if that's something you're interested in, Big Junior, I do not know the PPI of the Matin filters. Liam, I see you trying hard. Check the website, Liam. There might be some bimaculata on there. I know there's like 10 left in the tank that we have of the cellar tank. I just don't know if they're available off the top of my head. But guys, that's going to be it for today's little behind the scenes pop-up live stream. If you're watching this later, if you haven't already, make sure you click on the Fun Friday giveaway video that's going to come out later today being Tuesday. And then enter our live stream giveaway. To win, just to reiterate, make sure you're live during our stream every Friday. We start at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And that's when we do the drawing at 12:30. We start the live stream at 12. We typically go to about 1 o'clock. And then the giveaway part of it starts at 12:30. And it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Watch out for that video. Good luck if you want to win those fish. And I'm glad it looks like you guys really like this. So we might be doing more of this. Catch you guys later and have a good week.